Hi, I'm Sue and I'm a nurse. I work at HMP Cardiff and I've been there for 14 years. I've been a nurse for 42 years and this is my retirement year. Very soon I shall be retired. I'm hoping to come back in September on a part-time role. So life at HMP Cardiff has been quite strange over the last few months. Visits stopped in the second week of March and the inmates haven't seen their family in all those weeks. They have extra credit, it's called PIN credit, on their phones so they can speak to their families, which is really good. It really helps them. They can have letters and they try and keep in touch with their families. And also our chaplains have been amazing because we've got tablets now, little iPads that they can take to the chapel, and the families can actually see funerals, their family members' funerals, because before they could go out and be escorted out and go to their funerals, family members' funerals, but now they can actually almost be there. It's very sad for them, but at least they can feel a little bit involved. So our chaplains have done a really good job, and also the security and IT department as well. We've had to quarantine inmates when they came into HMP Cardiff. We're quite a busy prison. I think we're about the 4th busiest in the country for people coming in, the frequency of admissions. So we've had to quarantine them for 14 days, which has been fine because they quarantine on separate landing. We keep them completely separate from others. They have their own showers. So that was really good, and that helped to contain as well. With our cases, we have had very rapid testing of suspected cases, and we only had just over 20 confirmed cases, and all of them have been mild. So that was a really good outcome. We had some planning meetings as well, because we thought it's going to be dire because we can't send inmates out to hospital so easily with coronavirus. So we've had some end-of-life planning, if you can imagine, which would be awful, but we had to think about those things because we couldn't send them to hospital for any end-of-life care. But we haven't had to have that at all, so that was really positive. There's been some challenges with the COVID-19 situation, and there's a couple I can't really talk about due to where I work. But some of the challenges have been, on a positive note, shall I say, we've had much less drugs been coming into prison somehow or other. So we haven't had so many code blue spice attacks, for example. We haven't had our emergencies quite so badly. So that's been quite a positive aspect of the lockdown. It's been quite an encouraging place to be because the prisoners have embraced rather the idea of the NHS coming in to help them and work with them. And we've had quite a few nice posters and cards and letters which have been lovely from them. So we've got them pinned up all around the walls in our treatment hatches, which is nice. Right at the beginning of the pandemic, somebody, I think in England, said, oh, why don't we have a clap the NHS at 8 o'clock on a Thursday evening? So the very first Thursday evening, we'll share that with you as well, which was quite interesting, and we certainly took us all by surprise. And then for every Thursday, for however long this continued, they used to clap the NHS and bang the bars and rattle everything and shout, and it was quite moving.